Hey, I am so sorry. I forgot to film today. I did bring my son to work because he and his brother have the week off school. So hopefully I'll remember to film tomorrow. I did get a very sweet note from my client today, just thanking me for everything, and it was so genuine and from the heart, and it's really nice when a client does something like that. I'm sure anyone else in the business knows what I'm talking about, that when a client takes the time to write a card or a note or a letter or something, just saying thank you for a job they're paying you for. It's always a nice thing, because even though you're being paid, it's always nice to hear thank you, and even more so to hear that you're appreciated. So anyway, I'll try to do better tomorrow. I promise. I gotta go to bed though. Early morning. We've got a dentist appointment before work, so not me, my kid. Fun. Fun. I know I look a mess. Oh, but I did put more blonde in my hair, so yeah, I know I can't stop. It's a problem. It's okay though. I'm not going too blonde. You can still see my natural hair color. It's still there. All right. It's that moment when you're just trying to measure the bolts, and one of those things that just jumped behind the tire scared the bejesus out of me. And look at this. That dog does this, and then, oh well, I guess the other toys are gone. No. Yeah, my son did that through a tire. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Oh my goodness. Real life. Real life. Oh. But I finally got my dash cam set up. And I got the rear camera set up. Finally. Yes, this is how I live. So that's pretty cool. Oh, that door needs WD-40. You heard that. That's awesome. Why do people not use blinkers? Are they like out of style? It's about to rain again. Let's see. I just got container disinfectant under my feet while I'm driving. That's awesome. Why does my son always move this? Hold on. So I just wanted to show you guys, I know you can't really see this house, but can you see the drop to get to the house? I was asked to remodel it, and behind it is an apartment complex who has refused to allow us to bring materials through. But to bring roofing and blocks and all the things down this driveway, it just gets worse. There is no driveway. It stops right where you can see right here. It stops, and it's just a free fall, and the water sheds down, and well, it goes under the house. So, oh, that's right, I forgot about this. Just backing out of this driveway is super fun. Anyway, let me get to the gas station. Gas is like $3.30 a gallon. I mean, come on, that's $3.35. What is going on? I need gas. I need gas. Like, I've got to drive 100 miles today. Maybe more than that, but definitely 100, so gotta get gas. Awesome. I think it's just gonna keep going. So I got it down to $3.25 with a card. But knowing how little I had left in the gas tank, where is it gonna stop? 71. I was wrong. Alright, almost on the road again. I forgot how difficult it is to get out of this gas station. Getting in it is one thing. Depends on where you're coming from, but getting out is entirely another. And so I'm having issues with reading the memory card on this camera, which was not a problem on the other camera. I believe it has to do with the 1080p, and there's a reason, because the back camera I think is 720, 740, whatever it is, whatever the lower is. Don't ask me about numbers like that. But I know this front one is 1080, which is why I ordered it, because my last one was the 7 whatever. And I didn't like how grainy it was. You guys saw some of that truck accident. The lumber was all over the road. The first clip where we're coming up to it for the first time and it's really foggy. The second one was done on my phone. So there's a huge clarity difference. Wow, that guy is... Pick a lane, bro. You're driving a big old van. I tried changing the name of my channel. It wouldn't let me. Oh, I have to return that hotspot, and it's like literally right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do that and catch up with you guys in a minute, because I thought, you know, might as well tell you where the name even came from, because it used to, and my channel used to have a different name. Can't for the life of me remember what it was. It had something to do with the Addywood brand, and technically it is a brand, and has been for a long time. It just wasn't under the name Addywood. Can you tell I have PTSD? Any loud sound and I jump. Whew. My heart is racing. Oh, it makes me crazy when people get nervous and they're like, oh, my heart is beating. And it's like, well, I should hope so. I think they mean to say my heart is pounding or my heart is racing, like not my heart is beating. I've noticed, particularly with influencers, they are really bad at English. They say things like especially instead of especially, especially. Can't do it. Just can't do it. I'm back. I had to go on the highway for a minute. Anyway, this camera is different than the camera I had before. This has a better picture, so I will probably do a side-by-side or something like that if I can figure out how to do it. That's, sorry, I'm used to the lens being over here. It's over here right now. So if I can figure out how to do it, I will do a side-by-side of the highway with this camera versus my phone, which, you know, on the other one it was pretty clear when I was getting something from my dash camera, because it was, what is it, is it 720p? I don't know. This is a 1080, so it's a lot clearer. I can even see just on the little, what is it, maybe 3 inches, but even in the tiny box that shows me what's happening in that rear camera, when you can see the cord hanging down, I'll deal with that. I wanted to deal with the ones up here first, because I knew if I didn't, and the one going under the floor mat back there, because I have the all-weather mats, and when these kids get in the car in about 5 minutes here, if I did not have all those wires tucked in, it would have been a disaster. things would have been ripped out, yanked down, and that one, you can't see it right now, but it's screwed into the headliner. And I don't want it getting ripped down because, like I said, I want to be able to see. I only put it up for one reason: to see what is going on in the bed of my truck when I'm hauling something. Whether that's as simple as a tank of gas or as big as sheets of drywall, or like drywall and cement board and all the things I would need to do a bathroom. As far as I have to have the tailgate down, and I'm just with a hope and a prayer thinking, let these tie downs be enough, because sometimes there just isn't a good way to strap things in. There just isn't. You get everything, you know, like tightened up and figured out, and then one gust of wind and you've got a corner snapped off, and it just, I mean, it really, yeah, distance plays a huge role. Weather plays another role, but being able to see it just by glancing up and see, oh, hey, those boards are now tilting a little, because I usually wrap the, I'll like hook my tie down, and then I'll wrap it around the end and under, and then hook it in on the other side, and then I'll usually take a second one and go around it another way just to kind of keep them all together. But that's just how I do it. I know there's better ways, but I don't always have time to fool around with them, because keep in mind, I'm not always loading the same thing every time. But anyway, I'm about to be in the school. I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Oh, it's blinding out today. I have just spent the last 45 minutes fighting with this dash camera. And it seems to be the outlet, the cigarette lighter outlet that you use to plug it in. It doesn't catch right sometimes, which is odd because I haven't adjusted or moved it. Anyway, I unplugged the cords going into the top, and it switched back on. Makes no sense to me. Same thing happened the other day, Sunday. So, anyway, I don't know what's going on with that thing, but so far I'm not liking it. I mean, I like the clarity, and I like being able to see the bed of the truck, but I'm sure there's a camera that won't just randomly shut off for an hour of the time, because when it was shut off, I happened to be going through the area that I bought it because of. There's a blinking yellow light, and people drive like complete morons there, and I have had so many near-miss accidents in that area. I thought, okay, it's time to get a dash camera. The only reason I got the one for the back, like I said, is to keep an eye on what's in the bed of the truck. That's mostly when I'm carrying a load of anything. But on a daily basis, there's always something in the bed of my truck. Always. There's never an empty bed. It's just, if the bed of my truck is empty, it's for a reason. It's because something else is going to be put in there shortly. Okay, yeah, you're gonna pass me, even though I'm going over the speed limit. Yes, that is how these roads work. Anyway, so yeah, I guess this camera's getting returned. And when I tried to return the hotspot, I realized that I forgot the return number. And I don't know where it is. It's at home somewhere. But for whatever reason, it didn't occur to me, because it was such a long phone call. Not the first phone call. This hour-long phone call was the third phone call. So I don't know how many hours I've spent on the phone since I got this stupid thing. I got it a month and a half ago. And I have spent hours on the phone with customer service for one reason or another. So it is what it is. All right.